is very known for its football. From Benfica to Porto football clubs, to Cristiano Ronaldo and some of the Premier League's biggest stars, Portugal has spent decades making its mark far beyond its borders. But today, people are paying attention for a different reason. Because beyond the stadiums and the headlines, Portugal is quietly becoming one of Europe's most attractive destinations for families looking for safety, sunshine, and a better quality of life.
Portugal has quietly become one of the most talked about destinations for families in Europe. Not because it is flashy, not because it is the cheapest, but because at a time when much of Europe feels increasingly expensive and overcrowded, Portugal still feels surprisingly balanced. And that balance is becoming rare. Portugal's economy has remained one of the more resilient in southern Europe. The country's GDP grew by around 1.9% in 2025, with forecasts expecting growth above 2% again in 2026, stronger than several larger European economies. Inflation has also slowed closer to the European Central Bank's target, helping stabilize everyday costs for residents and travelers alike. OECD. Tourism is one of the pillars of the Portuguese economy. In 2025 alone, Portugal welcomed around 32.5 million visitors and generated nearly 29 billion euros in tourism revenue. That is enormous for a country of just over 10 million people. Portugal often feels calmer because as cities like Barcelona and parts of the Spanish coast struggle with over-tourism, crowded beaches, and anti-tourism protests, much of Portugal still feels slower, more relaxed, and easier to navigate emotionally, especially for families. That difference becomes obvious in places like the Algarve area. The region has quietly become one of Europe's strongest family-friendly summer destinations, combining beaches, modern infrastructure, relatively low crime rates, and a calmer atmosphere that many parents now actively look for. Instead of massive party tourism zones, families often find smaller coastal towns, outdoor restaurants, walkable promenades, and beaches where life still feels manageable. And despite using the euro, Portugal can still feel surprisingly affordable compared to many Western European destinations. Inflation has certainly affected the country. Housing prices, especially in Lisbon, have risen sharply in recent years due to tourism and foreign investment pressure. But outside the most expensive neighborhoods, Portugal still offers a better quality-to-cost balance than many families expect from Western Europe. Rented mid-range hotels along the coast can still cost noticeably less than equivalent stays in parts of Spain, Italy, or southern France during peak seasons. Family dinners remain relatively accessible, public transportation is reliable, and healthcare quality consistently ranks among the better systems in southern Europe. But perhaps the biggest advantage is emotional rather than financial. Portugal feels safe, not just statistically safe, emotionally safe. Parents notice it in the slower pace of the streets, in the outdoor cafes filled with families late into the evening, in the cleaner coastal towns, in the quieter beaches outside Lisbon, in the simple fact that children still seem naturally integrated into daily life. If you find this information useful, please like and subscribe to this channel for more videos and verified information for a safe and enjoyable travel. And for many European families exhausted by rising prices, crowded destinations, and increasingly stressful travel logistics, that feeling matters more than luxury. Ocean viewpoints and relaxed cafe culture create a rhythm that feels softer than many modern European capitals. And for children, Portugal offers much more than beaches. Families find oceanariums, medieval castle towns, science museums, dolphin tours, water parks, coastal caves, and enormous outdoor spaces where children can simply move freely. The country's infrastructure also makes travel relatively simple. Decent roads, compact distances, and accessible airports reduce much of the stress that often comes with family trips. Portugal is not perfect. Housing affordability has become a serious issue for locals. Inflation still affects groceries and daily life, and some regions are becoming increasingly crowded during summer months. Reddit. But even with those pressures, Portugal continues attracting families looking for something that feels increasingly difficult to find in Europe. A destination that is modern, beautiful, relatively safe, emotionally calmer, and still connected to real everyday life. And that may be exactly why so many families are quietly choosing Portugal.